Every game with an otter starts with a pause, and that is because apparently he has to, like, I don't know, swim extra fast to power his laptop as he's playing. But after an incredible performance earlier on in the night versus Complexity, we'll see if Gold Gaming Los Angeles has what it takes to take down Napkins in disguise. I Rapid, I'm here with Studio. What do you think about these level ones?
I think we're going to have IKennyU walking into the enemy team. IKennyU to get Kenny.
He's gonna flash away, bunny hopping extra quickly away from there. Kenny, please, no! Our Lord and Savior, General Teemo, falls down dead for first blood. Already off to a great start, one less Teemo in the world.
Now, that is something that happens when teams buy items too slowly and don't get the lanes quickly enough. You'll sometimes see that occasional just like face check into a brush into a death. Now, IKennyU, he left his base a little bit too late. The rest of his team hadn't left either, and as a result, nobody in the lane, nobody to protect him, make sure that it was safe, and he just got blown up. It happens. It does not happen often, hence why you gotta be buying your items as quickly as possible. The pause, of course, could have just thrown people off their game for a sec, and maybe the mind games of having Utter actually connect to the game punish them in the end with IKennyU not leaving base quickly enough.
Right now, we're gonna see Salsi, Nabi Pooh Bear, Thien Chao, and Hyorin all grouped up there in that bottom bush. This is the point in time where, as a duo lane, you really hope you don't take the easy way back to base, or back to your lane. The late invade here onto the blue buff. Thien Chao leading the way right into Otter. Bunny Fufu is going to see that, as well as the Zingy. They are going to have to get out of here extremely quickly. Slow lands there from that Mantred-focused resolve. There's actually forced the flash out from Otter as he dodges away from the Undertow, which almost certainly would have been his life.
I really like that decision for the invade. I thought for a second that we might see Hyorin flash for the Taric stun. However, because Otter does have a cleanse pickup, it just makes no sense, and Hyorin holding that spell is huge. Now, Otter burning the flash, this is dangerous. Even though he can cleanse the Taric stun, if they can bait that out, and even if they don't, they can just apply a lot of pressure before he burns that cleanse, expecting an all-in. There's going to be not a lot Otter can do showing up in lane late. He's just going to get bullied super hard now, and it's up to Lotus Mindy and Hyorin just keep up pressure, keep pushing hard, and just make him suffer for having entered his own jungle.
May not be the only thing, and there's actually IKennyU actually trading very well against Salsi. Needs a couple more auto attacks to secure the kill, but not willing to dive the turret just yet. Teemo getting in there and pushing Salsi back away for now. But last health potion there for Salsi. Try to sustain him back up there. Same thing for IKennyU, but the Doran's Ring start is going to be very dominant there in that lane.
Yeah, Doran's Ring versus Doran's Ring. The thing is, Teemo, he's not dependent on skill shots, which for a situation like Salsa, who has to land his Q, has to land that Inner Flame. If he ever tries to just like straight up go for an Inner Flame and he misses, IKennyU responds just auto attacks and pressure and DPS that Salsa can't compete with. Salsa can try and go for an all-in at some point using his tether. With that connected focus resolve, he can pick up a kill pretty easily, but he has to have enough HP to do so, and right now he goes for that all-in, IKennyU just picks up a kill in response.
Rowhammer's playing that Rengar very, very well very early on against B-Sin. Now, B-Sin's playing Nasus this game, so he's going to look for a lot of early lifesteal, but if you check out the way that he's actually playing... Oh my goodness, we're about to see the Terror, the Engage, IKennyU, the Teemo ganks get stunned out immediately there, but Thien Chao's not in a very good spot. Could we see the first kill for Teemo? Yes! IKennyU taken out Thien Chao.
That is the rarely seen AP roaming mid Teemo going up bot lane to pick up his first kill of the game. That is actually an important kill. Yeah, the Teemo gank, the successful Teemo gank roaming to bot lane. They need to punish Lotus Mindy and Hyorin. They were pushed up hard. Lucian was missing a lot of CS, and that is a huge thing to get him back into the game like that. So that Teemo gank, the reason it's so effective, isn't so much that Teemo is good at ganks, it just provides a lot of damage stun onto Otter now. But not a whole lot of follow-up, does get that dash off. But because Teemo can provide so much consistent damage, Lil Bunny Fufu just has to get someone locked in place for a brief second, and with that, IKennyU can actually provide a lot of burst and pick up a kill. So very, very efficient roaming. It's cool to see that happen, even though roaming AP Teemo is hopefully never a thing.
Prepare your bodies. It's coming. Hi, Kenny Yu. He's there in lane, going for double Doran, so just a very strong early game start. Whereas Salsi is going to go for it more of a mid game power spike from an Athene's own Holy Grail as he grabs that Chalice of Harmony and walks back into that middle lane. Beeson, he's going for that 80 carry rune setup by going for 2 lifesteal quintessences as well as an attack damage one, just to give him a lot of active sustain as well as passive sustain there from his Doran's shield. Rowhammers thinks about going back, but Sizey can push another wave there, and is doing a really good job of just keeping that harass up, but Beeson doesn't actually care because he has so much sustain in the form of that Soul Eater passive.
Yeah, the Soul Eater passive is amazing. It is something that makes Nasus just so viable for so many matchups. Eventually, Rowhammer's going to provide a lot of sustained harass, and you can actually see him doing it now. He's kind of constantly pushing versus Beeson, so he can't get reliable siphoning strikes off, especially underneath turret, and he's taking a lot of pressure and a lot of constant harass, and Rowhammer just heals that quite up, or quickly up, when he needs to. So it's actually not a good lane for Nasus. Nasus will miss out on CS. However, Nasus is Nasus, and there's always that point in the game where he gets enough items to survive the harass, he gets enough lifesteal to just constantly sit in lane and farm, and as a result, Nasus will take control of the lane. Pooh Bear is top lane as well. Ultimate is used by Rowhammer, I believe, or is available now.
Yeah, Rowhammers is not going to get away from this one. I don't care how tanky you are. Once he gets slowed out by Withers, the consistent undertows, he's going to throw down his ultimate. He's going to look to turn this one around on a Beeson. Is this the right option? Flash away, forced out there from Nasus. Rowhammer's flashing back into the brush, will get the leap away. That's how you do it. Rowhammers escapes the 2-man gank by going all in on the Beeson. Now actually looking to finish off the kill. Will he be able to find this one out there? He's 1v2 trying to turn this around. The Cannon Minion smote away just so there's a little bit less damage in that lane. And Nubby Pooh Bear healing back up off of that Perseverance passive. Zingy though very low, ignited, taken down. The hammer, fabulous damage there for Hyorin. He will take down the second kill for Napkins in disguise. Teemo, he's bouncing his way back towards bottom. Can't quite get anything to happen just yet.
Otter chunked down low, barely surviving the Boomerang Blake combination with the Shatter from Tarek. It's so much burst, so much DPS. Otter had about 20 HP, even below the cleanse, even blowing the flash at the last second.
Flashed.
He has to go away from the ricochet bounces because you were going to take him out. So. In the end, a lot of control going towards Hyorin and Lotus Mindy in the bot lane, and that is the combination of Tarek and Sivir. And Little Bunny Fufu forced to roam out. Can't really go for this dive. They're going for the aggressive dive, but Jarvan, yeah,
right there.
He's right there.
Behind enemy lines, knock-up spell shielded there, but that just means the stun's gonna land, and Dian Chao can't flash over the wall anymore as he just goes down. You with the auto attack over the wall to secure the kill. Second kill of the game for Teemo. Looks like he may be kind of trying to take over just a little bit, looking to take the blue buff away as well. We'll give that one over to Zingy, who's actually dropping down pretty low, but will secure the steal.
Now, the problem with that dive is that even if they hadn't had Jarvan in the area, guess what? Leona's a hard kill underneath the turret, especially with her Shield of Daybreak up. So, she pops that W, or the Eclipse up. She pops that W, she just survives. Top lane Beeson and Rowhammer's going at it quite a bit. Beeson still has the ultimate up, Rowhammer's has his back up, so in the end, both should be able to escape any bad situations, but now it's really becoming an all-out brawl.
It's actually You that got the steal on the blue buff away from Zingy. But it's going to be your own blue buff on your own mid laner. Will we see the same thing from Salsi? Blue buff hasn't been taken, but red buff was stolen away there by Nubby Pooh Bear. Top lane looking like he's heading back up there, but now takes the defensive detour down towards its own blue buff, looking to give that over to Salsi.
Now, by giving the blue buff to Nubby Pooh Bear, who is currently out of mana, it's actually not a bad idea, even though you normally expect to see a blue buff go towards the mid laner. Salsi does have the Athene's and Holy Grail, and actually gets the tether on Icon. You gets a lot of damage, and just kind of walks on out there. Pretty cool trade. But by giving the blue buff to Olaf can really abuse that for the short cooldown on his Undertow. So he's just going to spam out Axes, which is going to be pretty neat for going for sustained ganks, maybe chasing them down someone like, I don't know, Rowhammers?
There's going to be the Wither, immediately throws down Thrill of the Hunt. Gonna stealth that one up away. Can he make it out of there? Probably not gonna turn this one back around there as Beeson and Nubby Pooh Bear very, very strong. Once again, another gank is all it takes to force that Thrill of the Hunt out of Rowhammers. He will back off and go for some sustain off double golems.
Thrill of the Hunt It's a good skill to keep on cooldown just because it means Rowhammers won't roam out of his lane. In the end, they're not picking up kills on Rowhammers, but they are giving Nasus a chance to farm, they're giving Nasus some more lane control, and they're giving Rengar no opportunity to pick up kills with Thrill the Hunt. Because quite often you'll see if Rowhammers, let's say he's playing Rengar top lane versus a Nasus, if he can't pick up a kill or can't apply enough pressure, he'll leave his lane, go mid, kill Karma. He'll leave his lane, go to the jungle, help kill Nubby Pooh Bear. And by keeping Thrill the Hunt on cooldown, it's not picking up kills, but it is making it so that Rowhammers can't really be effective anywhere across the map. He's still just going to be top lane pressuring Nasus, and eventually Nasus will reach that point where he can just kind of keep laning without any worry about the harass.
Yeah, Beeson came back to lane with a Glacial Shroud, so there's not going to be a lot of physical damage that's going to affect him, but keep in mind, Rengar, when you go tank, you actually deal probably more magic damage than you do physical damage, just because of the way the double battle roars work, as well as Sunfire Capes are also dealing magic damage. So building that cooldown reduction is what's really going to help Beeson the most, helping him stack up that Siphoning Strike. Bottom lane, there's the gank going in. Zhao Mei Mindy picking up 1 kill. That is, of course, Tian Chao. Another axe to land there on to Bunny Fufu. Gonna flash under the turret. Boomerang blade dodged away. Tian Chao takes a couple of turret shots that he doesn't necessarily need to. Well, the culling was already used there, but looking towards...
Rapid, he's coming. Here comes the Teemo. Here comes the Teemo.
Stunned out, bursted down, flashing in, has the ignite and the damage down. Will it be enough? Yes, Tian Chao goes down, but not without giving a kill there over to iKennyU. 1 for 1. The roaming Teemo gank's only somewhat successful this time.
I mean, hey, you know, they blew flash, they blew ignite onto the roaming Teemo, and the roaming Teemo so far had been very, very effective. Going 1 for 1 is not a bad exchange overall. Olaf back in the bot lane, not a whole lot of HP. I gotta say, Nubby Pooh Bear's son, Olaf, is incredibly legit. He is landing a lot of harder axes. I would actually expect a lot of pros to just have trouble securing, so you gotta give him really good credit for that. Was a bit Morgana player, so that history definitely helps out playing someone like Olaf, who has, I'd say, a little bit of a funkier skill shot compared to what people are used to. Mid lane Salsa, just keeping up that farm, keeping up that pressure, has fallen, taken the lead now in farm versus iKennyU, and he doesn't have that first blood gold, I believe, so essentially equal in gold overall, but applying a lot more skill pressure.
Wow, Rowhammer is just chunking out Beeson. I think Beeson's finally figured out that he's taken mostly magic damage there from Rengar, who continues that push in onto the turret. You'll notice Rowhammers just walk up to Beeson's turret, use double Qs on it, and just keep auto-attacking the turret, not really looking to deal too much damage actually to Beeson, just does that ambiently with those battle roars. But look at the Mushroom Kingdom there around that dragon area. There's 3 shrooms down there, 4 right now. 5 actually in that area, and now Dragon is looking pretty good there for GGLA if they want to go for it. Rowhammers, though, through that top turret, blows the ignite but will not be able to get the kill. He actually ignited Beeson right as he teleported back to base to try to stop him, but the back continued.
That's unfortunate. Apparently Ignite doesn't stop the retreat, which I guess could be like, it could have been the last second of it, where it's actually not interruptible. iKennyU takes a lot of damage in the mid lane. Nubby Pooh Bear pops the ultimate. Don't know if it can survive, but can you pick up a kill? Oh, the Inspire a bit too much.
That's gonna be the kill. You can see the Olaf axe and a cute dead little Teemo right down below the behind the turret. If DJ zooms in on that, I'm gonna give him like $10 after the game, but I'm pretty happy about that. Teemo probably not. He does have 3 kills under his belt though, so he's been getting some work done. Down 20 CS versus Salsi. Salsi's going for the more consistent, the more kind of guaranteed kills. He's getting ganks. He's not really roaming all that much. iKennyU's all over the map, setting up shrooms. Rowhammers with a gank. No knockup. Flash forced out there. Salsi's going to get dunked on, but Rowhammers really can't follow up. Forces the flash actually out of his own Cataclysm. Zingy will survive. Gets back away there, but a nice turnaround from Salsi.
Unfortunately for Zingy, Rowhammers had already left the pit area when he applied that Cataclysm Sun onto Bunny Fufu. No real follow-up. Actually, now comes the turnaround with a Zenith Blade.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be a piercing light onto the end. Shao flash out, cleanse from Otter, but it's not going to keep him alive. Thought that spell shield would have stopped that, but it's a double kill as Tian Shao turns out later around. Teleport in from B-Sin. 3v1.
These roaming Teemo ganks, they're no longer effective.
No longer effective.
Of the GGLA lineup, the roaming Teemo. It is being countered, it is being destroyed. And unfortunately, it's just that they put wards down. Actually, they don't even have wards down. They just know that every time Teemo leaves lane, he's going towards bot lane.
I think he just stole away his own blue buff there from Nubby Pooh Bear. Now there's a tether onto Azingi, trying to lock him up. There's going to be the damage. Can they steal it back? It's going to be Salty looking for the kill. B-Sin to take him down. Teemo's respawned, Studio. He's coming out from base. Where's he going to go?
I mean, well, it's been mid lane or bot lane, and he has to go mid lane first to roam to bot lane, so he has to go straight down mid. Now, 6,000 gold-ish in favor of Napkins in disguise. The issue here is that Rowhammers has to really roam from top lane, and he's going to go back to base now with 3,000 gold. If GGLA wants to stay in this, they're going to have to use Rowhammers. They have to use him now. If they just try and have him sit in lane, well, we've seen that B-Sin doesn't really mind roaming out of the lane. He's finished his Frozen Heart, so he doesn't have to worry about Audrey's damage. He doesn't have to worry about Azingi's damage weight all that much. It's going to be IKU that's the issue. However, Nasus is so effective at killing a Teemo, not by himself, but setting up that kill with a Wither. That's not really the biggest deal, as long as he doesn't walk to the Mushroom Kingdom and, die that way. So, they need to use Rowhammers. They need to use him now. He's got the Sunfire Cape. He's got the Spirit Visage, or not the Spirit Visage, the Spectre's Cow. Building into that Spirit Visage. And they just need 1 or 2 kills with Rowhammers to back up the team, and they can make a lot happen. Or maybe try and pressure now. As I have an invisible Baron. Is your Baron visible?
I just turned Fog of War off, and that made Baron reappear, so at least I can see him as the sun is shining brightly all over Summoner's Rift. B-Sin's gonna get in there, throw down the Fury of the Sands. I'm not sure that Fury is necessarily quite as angry, but he's trying to escape. Bunny Poo-Poo's looking to lock him down. Otter, can he find the kill? B-Sin will go down. There's the kill. Otter grabs one. Rowhammer's trying to get in there. Nubby very strong. Bunny Poo-Poo very low. Will we actually see the kill? No. Nubby's gonna flash on out, but will he go down? Yes, there's a kill. Salty will fall. A 3-for-0 exchange goes down as GGLA turn around the fight. It's a Baron, but bottom lane, Tian Xiao and Yurin are pushing the base turrets.
I mean, an odd fight, an odd engagement, but the thing is, they stopped the Baron. There was no way to finish off that Baron. It had already regained full HP. As Zine goes forward, takes a lot of damage down to half HP, but will just walk right out of there. But the thing is, with Baron not being secured, alright, GGLA just got a lot of gold. They just got a lot of experience, but the turret evens out the gold difference. It's still only 6,000 in favor of NID, so it hasn't really changed all that much. And the experience is nice, but, Azingi's still only level 9. Bunny Fufu is still behind himself, and actually Lotus Mindy has 2 levels over Otter, so it wasn't really enough to come back. And now Bunny Fufu, he goes for the ward, but he made a couple friends.
The most dangerous ward of his life. There's Otter trying to trade some damage back around the culling to come out onto Yurin and Tian Xiao. Traded back out, but they will go ahead and Shirelia's themselves away. I know I need to call it Talisman of Ascension, but rest in peace, Shirelia's. You're forever in our hearts. Roaming Teemo roams back to the mid lane. Salsa's going back in offensively. We'll get the tether down into that inner flame. Teemo's going to take a lot of damage. Hi, Kenny, you chunked out down below half HP.
The top lane, B-Sin turning around on Azika. Zine went for the gank, but B-Sin's like, wait, I can kill you. I'm a Nasus. Bot lane Bunny took a lot of danger.
Now bottom lane is going to be a kill on to Bunny Fufu. Will we see the turnaround? Rowhammer's just tanking this up so hard. Jumps back in onto B-Sin. Will look to get 1 kill. Can he grab it? B-Sin looking to go down. Sustains up but goes down. The 2v1 narrowly won out there by Rowhammers. Nubby's going to take down the middle turret. And in the meantime, GGLA have been fighting up top lane. They're losing all their turrets.
I mean, you can really see the spike in power. Like, alright, Rowhammers is pretty strong right now, but Azingi was getting destroyed by B-Sin. And now Lotus Mini takes a lot of damage. Can they take out December? They need to now!
There's gonna be Tian Xiao picking up one. Yoren's still there. Salsi still alive. Now he's gonna try to run away. Nubby's coming in from behind. Gets blinded out there. Kenny flashing away. Is he gonna make it alive? Teemo lives. Makes it back to base. Salsi getting chased out by Rowhammers. Rowhammers flashing in for the brush. Salsi flashes away. Drops a little bit of slow from the inner flame. Still running away. Rowhammers starting to growl. Does not have his ultimate available. Will kill off that pink ward before not going for an invisible dragon. Just had to make sure that that was actually not there before backing off.
And really quickly, our DJ Doge, if you could possibly get the camera to show over the bot minions that are currently fighting it out, we can see the Banner of Command from IKU has been used, and now the super minion is on its way down the bot lane. It looks like it may not survive for that long, actually now being backed up by Otter. But look at that split push pressure coming out from iKennyU's Banner of Command.
Our fearless leader leading the minions around him to aid him in that fight. The Banner of Command giving you 15% increased damage from nearby allied minions. And of course, Charles, the super minion, down in the bottom lane, who will be pushing fearlessly away at that bottom third tier turret.
So Charles Rowhammers gets the ultimate off onto Salsa, but unfortunately it was a bit too late. Salsa did make it back to base. He was very low himself, so thrilled the hunt. It was thrilling, but did not really succeed in the hunt part. Mid lane, though, it is 5 members strong. Actually, 4 members strong with Jarvan showing up in the back. Rowhammers going for the dive, though.
Hyorin very low, but Rowhammers takes the turret, doesn't drop aggro. Will fall down somewhat unfortunately, but it's a Mushroom Kingdom there around mid lane. Beeson hits a Shroom. There's going to be the culling to come out backwards, landing the damage down on Nasus. He's going to fall. Navi tries to come in from the side, doesn't want to find that angle of initiation. Hyorin narrowly alive. I think he goes down. Hyorin will stay alive, make it out. Saucy there to trade the damage back. Navi Pooh this timer comes around the right way. Lands the axe onto Otter. Cleanse is slow, or the cleanse out there from Relentless Pursuit. Nubby's going in there, looking to take down Bunny Fufu. He's gonna run into a Shroom if Nubby plays it right, but Bunny Fufu trying to kite himself away will not be able to escape. Salsi on a killing spree.
As all goes on, top inhibitor turret does go down. Now here comes the roam from Lotus Mini back towards the mid lane, going to join up with his team. Unfortunately, you know, they're able to shred through Beeson. iKennyU destroys him. The Frozen Heart attack speed debuff does stop a lot of iKennyU's damage, but just the fact that Beeson has 90 magic resist, finally finishing his Mercury Treads, it means that iKennyU can deal with him quite well. But once that finishes, once they kill Nasus, they've taken so much damage from Salsa. He was able to protect himself from Lotus Mini, who's now in a lot of danger, does flash out, and with the help of the Hyorin delivery service, with that Talisman of Ascension, will be able to get out of there quite easily. But like, they can kill Beeson, but once that's happened, they've lost too much HP, taken too much damage, and they're being shredded by Salsa, by Lotus Mindy, and they cannot dive Salsa, because Salsa he just walks away, essentially. He tosses down the tether, tosses down the shield onto himself. And it's like, alright, Jarvan, it's okay that you're attacking me now. I'm A-okay, even in the pit.
I love the idea that you can move really, really quickly around in the Cataclysm, as if that actually accomplishes a whole lot. You just get to run around in circles. But Teemo, you know, he's come back from a little bit of a rough early game. Started out like 3-1, went to 3-3, now 7-4. Really starting to pick up those kills, as he does now have Leandry's Torment, Super Shrooms. A lot of extra damage there. But he's going up against Salsi, 5-1 on that mid lane Karma. Death Cap and a Chalice of Harmony into Athene's Unholy Grail is the build for him. And if you want to look at gold, actually pretty close there amongst mid laners. About 900 advantage there for Salsi. The biggest difference, though, is going to, of course, be down there in that bottom lane. Is 11,000 gold the net worth for Thien Chao, only 7,000 for Otter.
Oh my, that's quite a difference there. And actually, 8,200 on Hyorin. iKennyU in a bit of danger now.
Oh, in the mid lane, our fearless leader goes down, shut down. Hyorin gonna Chamdut him there in the middle lane as iKennyU finds a little bit of a roadblock to his plans for world domination.
I mean, that's the issue going up against Tarek if you're someone squishy like a Teemo. Initiation from Rowhammers goes forward. Lotus Mini will go down.
The cleanse there, Spell Shield behind. Zingy looking to come in for the flank. Red buffed auto attack, slow him out. There's the flash, there's the stun there, and is Zingy one dead dunk there. Locks up Thien Chao and Navi Pooh Bear, momentarily delayed from their push in here onto the middle turret.
And now the Hyorin Pain Train with that Frozen Fist Tarek will be roaming into the mid turret, into the mid inhibitor. The top inhibitor is exposed. Naked inhibitor, they can very easily finish that off right now. If they pick up a kill, though, they can just try and end the game.
Middle inhibitor will fall. Bottom turret's just being tanked up. Beeson gonna get a nice shield there from that resolve, and now second inhibitor will go down. They can just migrate up to the top inhibitor and take that one out, but will choose to disengage instead. Ping's going in onto Baron.
All right, Baron pings, but they're coming out
There's
with
a piece from GGLA pings.
Yeah, those are not NID pings. So GLA, I think they're just gonna rush it. They're going to be very quickly spotted by Salsa, who places the Warwalks by them. Now they're taking down. Can Salsa escape this? I don't think so.
Salsa's gonna get locked up by the enraged Bolo Strike.
Do it.
That is gonna be...
They know you're there. They know you're there. It's so obvious. Do it. You're doing it.
They are doing it onto the Baron. GGLA, they're gonna set up Shrooms. Beason's gonna look to clear them out with his body pops one. Gonna start burning him down there. Baron Nashor, which team will you take? It's Nubby Pooh Bear with the smite taking him out. Devo falls down dead in the pit. The calling to come out backwards. I think I owe Prius like 40 bucks by now, but Otter will dash himself back away to safety. Nubby with the smite, with the Baron, with the chase onto Otter, pushes him back into his own base.
All right, and unfortunately, I think that might be the end of fun. We're in a 26-minute game. We've had 34 kills, so more than a kill a minute. But that Nexus, it's got 2 super minions banging on it already. Hyorin's going to show up with that Hurricane Train and just shreds the turret. Factoring that Beason's also there, shreds the turret. You know, this is GGLA's last chance. They gotta win a fight. They gotta win it now.
Yeah, getting dunked on. That's gonna be a very effective Cataclysm, but Kenny you deal enough damage to stop the damage coming onto the Nexus. Try hard, Thien Chalice is gonna start DPSing it down. The Nexus falls, and so do the hopes of an undefeated Teemo record here in NACL. It is the victory going over to Napkins in disguise.
You gotta give credit